Good morning. So I'm back with my morning thoughts. Today I'm a little delayed because I need the room. My brother is here for a few days, so this room I've given to him. Actually, it's his room. So I have a place where I usually take the video because the voice clarity is much better here in this place. If you watch some YouTube videos, you should spend some time watching some of the YouTube videos because, as I do, particularly of youngsters, it makes sense because you learn a lot of new things which you don't know. How they do it and what they do. It's good to know what the youngsters are doing, right? Because particularly I'm talking to people who are middle-aged and in their beyond their 40s, that is. So if you are so stuck in your monotony and your routines, you hardly know what the youngsters are doing around the world, that is. Not just in our area, not the ones that are right in front of our eyes, but all around. So it makes sense. So watch some YouTube videos. I watch a lot of YouTube videos whenever I get time. And I also watch some reels which I also share because it's like even on your workspace desk you have something to help you relax, right? So just to relax, these reels, some of them are really good. It makes sense. So I usually save them and have a save folder. And every now and then, whenever you feel like you're getting stuck or you need to clear your mind, you can watch all this. It makes sense. Try doing that. So when you watch the youngsters, you get to know how they make YouTube videos, what kind of videos they make. You can pick all the good points. You don't have to go with everything that they do, but some of these points you can make out, like how to make a YouTube video and how to make use of what you have, the surroundings or whatever. Because again, it's coming back to the point what I said yesterday, because we don't want to get stuck. So I watched that a boy was making use of his wardrobe as his voice studio because it gives echo. So the same way, I have so many places here in this house where I usually take my video, but this is my favorite spot because I don't require anything at the back, and I also have a space to my right which gives an echo effect. So both of it together, it becomes easy for me. Otherwise I go to the balcony where I can take it, and if I go there, it's kind of a lot of noise is there. I have a microphone that I can connect with the wire, but then I don't think that even that works. So I've tried in Amazon to get a wireless microphone so that if I get it, I can use that as well, because we all want noise reduction, right? So I've been trying to invest in that, simple things, and make it more convenient and more make it better in some way. So whatever you're doing, the thing is to make it sound more receptive. That is, whatever you are saying, the other person must be able to receive it. It's very important that happens, right? Like you can be in the class, you can attend a lot of classes, you can hear a lot of lectures in the school, but sometimes it feels like some of the lectures which some teachers made, it was very receptive. Have you experienced that? I have a lot of experience in that. Even when I was doing my law, each class was about 1 hour or longer than that, and some of them would take 3 classes together. It's you just cannot focus on what is happening there. But there were some lecturers who could speak, and still, even though it goes beyond 1 hour, you are pretty much receptive. You are able to receive what they are telling you. So speaking is not the point. The thing is that, do you get a feeling that the one who listens to you receives it? That is quite important. So to make that, there are so many barriers which are around, which we have to overcome, like you need to control that. So you need to keep all this disturbances which is around limited, and make your voice clear, and whatever you are trying to say, make it audible and as I said, receptive. So for that, you need you can do many things. In fact, there are so many things that you can do. You can buy LC. Yesterday the power went, and it was there in the video what happened, right? So same way, there are so many people who do a lot of things to the background again, and the voice particularly. That's the reason you have a room, or you have a studio or an area particularly meant for doing the vlogs. I've seen so many youngsters who do that. I've learned a lot from YouTube. I watch it very often. And see, technology is always an advantage. I go with that. I always support technology. So it's like saying that, see, if I say that parents are always good, what would you say? Or if I say that having elders around is always good. Oh, I mean, I could not find a better example for now, so I'm just sharing this. Everybody won't agree on that, right? I mean, there are advantages and disadvantages of everything in life. And just like having elders around you is not always an advantage, but we also want elders around, right? As you grow older, when you touch your 90s or probably beyond 80s, it seems that there comes a time when you no longer have elders and you become the eldest. That's kind of annoying. Can you think about that time? So then you'll know how much you miss not having elders around, and how does it feel to be the eldest. I have observed many people, and I think in all the angles, it's people say it's kind of a disease, but I've lived all these 46 years with that disease, if it is a disease, and I really enjoy it. So when I look at something, I have thoughts running from all the sides, right? So when I observe people, I always imagine, what does it feel like to be the eldest, in the sense you have nobody elder than you. That's kind of strange, right? And so coming back to the point, it's not always good to have elders. We all know that. And the same way, when you talk about technology, people say that technology is not good always. There are so many disadvantages of technology, but see, everything has an advantage and disadvantage. Do you agree on that? Everything in life, most of the things in life, if there is one good, there is also there's also something not good about it, if not bad, right? And so better, it's like where would you like the light to fall upon? Do you like the light to fall upon the not good thing, or you try to first, you only have one light, that is, so you only have a torch, and it depends on where you're going to aim it at. Are you going to work it on the not good part of it or the good part of it? It depends on that. So technology, I believe, is good. in many ways. Like YouTube is good. There are so many things that technology has got into our world, and I totally support it. I can't imagine a world without it, and I don't prefer to go back in life. It's always moving forward in life. That's something very interesting if you see. So today I've got a simple question. I was thinking in the morning that I would prepare something because I had some time there, but then I'm very, very lazy to take a book or write down something because I enjoy speaking on the spot. That gives me kind of a different pleasure. So it's not like sharing my morning thoughts is for somebody else alone. It's also for my own pleasure. I'm pretty much selfish in life, if I can confess that. So there is a little of selfishness in every area of life. We deny it, but there is some selfishness. When you study, do you think you study only for others? Or do you study so that you get into a service and do good to other people? Is there not a little of you in that? Why you study? Because you want to earn, you want to get a better job, you want to be self-reliant, you want to make a lot of money probably, you want to live a luxurious life or comforts. And along with that, there is a thought that you want to be able to contribute and give it back to the society and the world. That is also there, but there is also selfishness. You can't say that you are totally selfless when you're studying. When you're studying, you are doing it for you. It starts with you and then it goes to everybody else. That's how it is. So when we come back to this point, there is a little of selfishness here. When I do this morning thought, it is also because I get a good feeling doing this. So if I write it and come, I am not going to get a good feeling out of it. So that's the reason I usually don't write it and just do it random. Okay, so this is the question for today. Well, do you believe that in life, in most of the things, there is a good and bad? Or forget about bad, let's not get into bad, let's say not good. Like if technology you believe is good, you also know there is a not good part of it. So is it like we know that there is so much good in a person and not so much, there is also something that is not good in a person. So as you grow up, we often learn that it is you can't have somebody who is all good. There is nobody like that. It's very sad, though we wish there was somebody like that because life would be pretty comfortable with them. But the truth is there aren't any. So you'll have to compromise on that, and you'll have to manage with the good and not good part of it. So my question is that, do you agree with that? How do you manage the good and not good part of life in every area? If you can manage it, there are different ways of managing it, right? Even if you take technology, like when you introduce YouTube to a child or to youngsters, see they are very curious. We all have come through. One thing is that whenever we introduce youngsters or children for that matter to one area of life, we should never forget how we have been through that. It's something very easy for us to forget. It's easy to forget our past because it's pretty old. Now, like I am 46, for me to go back to my age of 19, 18, 17, 16, 14, 13 and all is not easy. So when I'm talking to someone, I am always talking from this age, that is my 40s, right? So see, I have no time to go back to those days and then think on in terms of how I did it in those times. It doesn't occur to us. But if we are able to look back to our past and see how we were in those times, it makes more sense. Yeah, it becomes more personal that way. You know, when you're telling somebody something and you take yourself to those times and tell yourself this is how you were, this is how you did it. You know, it makes a lot of sense. Try doing that. So today's simple question is this. See, every day I have to come up with a question. It's not easy. Today I'm leaving you with a very, very simple thought that is good and not good in life, whether it's technology or any other area of life. That is a good and not good aspect of life. And if you and how do you deal with it? That's something very interesting. How in fact we all learn it, all these things, not in our 20s. We all learn it after 35. I'm telling you. We learn it only as we advance in life. This is the time we start reflecting on all these things and not just carry on with our activities. We no longer feel satisfied just carrying on with our daily activities. We are like we want to reflect on so many things and make sense of why sometimes after doing all these efforts it doesn't feel good at all. We have that. I have that often, you know, and I'm sure even you have it. Like we are doing it so much, we are putting on all the efforts, but when I sit, there is something that tells me it's not enough. It's not. There's something lacking. That's the time we start reflecting on all these things which we usually don't do in our 20s. We don't have time for all that then. But it's a natural part of aging, as I say, gracefully. It's so fun. It's so much of fun. I enjoy it. And so you can reflect on all these things, and it's so meaningful, and you get to work your head. It's so much of when you work your head, it gives you a lot of pleasure, and if you are addicted to that kind of pleasure like I am, then you go behind things that makes you think, really. So that's it. Let us put an end to today's thoughts, and I'll be back tomorrow. I think of doing it every working day and see how it goes, and maybe it helps. The thing is, as I said, I am selfish, and it is helping me. So with equally a generous thought that it is helping somebody else as well. So that's about it. Take care. And today is 16th of August. And what day is it today? Yesterday was Monday, so obviously today is Tuesday. And today I'm going to continue with my walking schedule, which I had put a stop from last 3 to 4 weeks. So today I'm going to start again, and let's hopefully trust that it's going to work out well. Okay, I'll let you know. Not that I want to lose any more weight, but it's important that you keep up the momentum and work your body, right? Take care. Have a very, very good day. I'll be back tomorrow.